Hello, and welcome to the vlog.
Vlog section. Selfie stick. Subscribe!
What am I doing? It's very intense light coming from... like I died and gone to heaven. I'm just joking. I wouldn't go to heaven. Checking if I look good. It's like, you never look good. Oh, why am I so awkward? Something really went wrong. I mean, it was already bad, it just got worse. It's me editing the sound and I just hear the occasional chair that's too old. Squeak! So, obviously, it's been a hot minute. Wait a minute. Wait. What is a hot minute? Okay, well, obviously hasn't been a short period of time. So we use that term sarcastically. So I cannot believe we've actually made it to vlog 119. And I say that not because the number's significant at all. I say that because it will have been almost... yeah, just under 2 years since the last vlog. I mean, hey, I'm still doing better than you, Nick. Love you, Nick. And why is that? Well, who cares? Alright, so this is going to be a bit more of like a talky kind of vlog. I'm going to try and remember how I even spoke to a camera, because I honestly just don't remember, and my social skills have just gone... like everyone's has, I'm sure. But I've got a little list here to help me in regards to things to talk about. And in a way, it's kind of just for myself as well. You know, it's not because I don't have a fan base. In a way, I kind of felt like if I finally got around to this, I would have felt like, oh my god, I did something productive. Something to focus on and to work on, so I might have felt better just in myself, especially being able to say certain things out loud in regards to just where I'm at. So first thing on the list is to talk about the last vlog that was uploaded, and that was of course the final Star Wars marathon we had before we saw The Rise of Skywalker. A lot has happened since then, of course, to everyone. That's probably my favourite vlog. That was my favourite marathon for sure, because it was put together very well, and it was complete too. We saw the final movie. I still like the movie, not as much as I did then. I've gone ahead and rewritten it like twice, not because I don't like it, just because it's like, hey, got an idea for how it could go, so there it is. And I've had a lot of fun doing that. And obviously it was right around the time that the that pandemic thing, I don't know if you heard about it. Yeah, COVID-19 kicked us all in the butthole. I mean, I'm glad to say that I'm one of the very fortunate ones. In the amount of lockdowns we've had and everything that's going on, I'm still very lucky to live with my family and stood down from work but still employed, you know, like not let go. So when we reopened, I'd go back into work. So still employed this whole time, and also receiving government money as well. So there are a lot of things to be very grateful for. So I just, you know, more so feel for everyone who struggles, because I mean, everyone is struggling still and has been this whole time. It's been a really confusing time for everyone, and I think everyone has had a billion different thoughts and feelings at this point, reevaluating their lives, their mental health, everything going on, and you know, it's in a way that's a great thing. You know, you get a chance to really think about things. I can't speak for everyone, obviously. I'm not going to. I'm just going to speak about me, because that's the only person I can speak for anyway, obviously. Anyway, the absence from YouTube pretty much just came about with my own mental health looking after, I guess. My mental health is usually a mess. You know, I suck at feeling things. I suck at a lot of things, as you can tell by the presence of some people in vlogs and then they disappear, and it's just because I suck at relationships and friendships. So the feeling of emotion is certainly a big factor in the absence from YouTube, but also the fact that, in all honesty and putting it shortly, my heart is not in it as much as it used to be, or at least not in the same way. And I basically mean that in the sense of a big thing that's changed about me, I guess, that has been changing for the past few years, is, I mean, a lot of things, but to try and put it plainly, is that when I was a teenager, I, you know, was much thinner, and I thought, like, oh my god, I could grow up and direct superhero movies and be in them as well, because I, you know, took photos of me in costume and all that jazz. But the more I've gotten to know different people and been through different stages of life, I've kind of just become more introverted. I always used to think I was already introverted, so I didn't think I could get even more introverted, but here we are. Because I value my own time so much now, more than I ever did. You know, my room, my house, it's my safe space. All my Legos in here, and it's what brings me a lot of comfort. And the more I see of other celebrities and that kind of life, it always looks like, look, there's a lot of hard work to do, or you just need to be in the right place at the right time, and ultimately it just wasn't something that I could be passionate about, and it felt weird to ever be passionate about the idea of being famous in the beginning anyway. You know, when you focus a lot more on what you want the effect of the action to be, you lose sight of the action itself, and it just kind of doesn't make much sense anymore. So it's changed a lot more to the sense that I still love filmmaking and I'm still doing it, but I just don't care about being known by other people. I don't really want to be anyway. I mean, the idea of, God forbid, if I ever was famous, I won't be. It's not appealing, you know. You want, and a lot of the celebrities you see that are famous, you know, they're not very happy with being followed around and having photos taken of them and people prying into their personal life. And let's face it, I wouldn't want that. I'm sure no one really wants that. I mean, maybe there are some people who, I don't know, but I very much value my time to myself. I'm still very much passionate about filmmaking. I'm still doing it. I'm also writing a lot now, a lot more than I used to. I used to have no confidence in my writing ability at all. I'm picking that up a fair bit, because I'm not only writing scripts for things I want to make, but I'm also writing random other projects here and there. As I said before, I rewrote Rise of Skywalker just for fun. And thinking of sharing that on some kind of platform. So in the end, things that I write, I'd like to see if they can be published in some art form one way or another one day, either via some kind of film or book or whatever. Because at this point, all that's important is that I write, I tell stories I want to tell, I do what I love, I share it to the best of my ability, but whether or not everyone hates it or loves it, whether or not it's popular or not, I don't care. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's a big step in regards to trying to remember to look after oneself and to also learn to love yourself, rather than worry about what other people think of you and how they feel about you. So I understand that probably none of that made any sense. It's just word vomit at this point. So anyway, in the meantime, since that last vlog, all that's been happening is just, you know, there's been work here and there, which has been a lot of fun. There's been filmmaking of other kinds in there, like just because it's not posted to YouTube doesn't mean that it's not being done. I know no one's probably curious, but Slender 2 is still being shot. We started shooting it at the end of 2019, and it certainly wasn't supposed to take this long, but that's where COVID comes in, because we are not any kind of big production that gets permits of any kind or anything of the sort. It's an entirely homemade, more or less unfunded thing. It can only be done when lockdowns and restrictions that relate to the amount of people needed for it are lifted. So it's still in the middle of shooting. Well, not in the middle. Most of it's been shot. There's just still a bit more to do. But it's still certainly in the making, and I'm very excited to finish it. We also have shot a couple of other things, which are finished. They're just waiting on things like a score, but they're not straight to YouTube releases. Anyway, basically anything that goes straight to YouTube is something that has content that isn't ours, and only trying to do so in the sense that, of course, we make sure that the content we don't use is paid for and credited and allowed of free use on YouTube if possible. Then it'll just go straight to YouTube. But if there's a film that everything in it is entirely our own created content, our meaning mine, Nick, Tim's, or Yovan's, whoever involved, then we won't just put it straight on YouTube, because that'll lower its chances of being able to be entered into certain kinds of festivals and what have you. So there are things being made, they're just not posted to YouTube straight away like that, and that's kind of why. However, Slender 2 will go straight to YouTube. As it is a sequel of something that did go straight to YouTube that has content in it that isn't ours, so it's in that category. So once it's finished, it will be released on YouTube. The only other things that have been happening really since lockdown has been off and on, every time I've been stood down and stayed at home, done a lot of work around the house, painting it and all that jazz, and a little bit of work here and there. You can't really see it, but these shelves here are a very recent addition, because in lockdown I bought so much dang Lego, and eventually had more of it than I had any room to put it, so that's one of the many new things that have been put in there. Can't see it over there as well, but I've turned one of the cupboards into a bookshelf type thing, which has a TV on it, but also the other shelves are mostly Lego. And because somehow my love for Lego got even higher than it already was, I started an Instagram account where I started posting Lego pictures that I was taking. They could have either just been of something that I thought was fun, or a purist creation, or something inspired by other creators. But I've been having a lot of fun with that, and that's been going on for well over a year now. I guess I'll link it below if you want to check it out. There's also been a lot of movie and show watching, trying to catch up on a lot of different things. Too much to go ahead and name here and now, but a lot of stuff. A lot of that stuff which has been fun to do, and the only real difficulty that I experienced of lockdown is learning how to look after my mental health, and learning how to look after myself and to love myself, and to really be like, okay, you need to do what feels right for you, what will make you happy, and I don't think that everyone will ever, or anyone will ever, just like sort of get there and be set for life. Life is a journey, but it's a very important thing to for everyone to do, is to look after their mental health, to always think about looking after themselves as they would look after someone they love. And self-care, it's extremely, extremely important. If anyone is watching this vlog and is at all interested in reading some of the rewrites that have been done of like Star Wars, that I've, the rewrites that I did of Star Wars, and done a couple of Batman things as well, done some other stuff, but basically if you'd be interested in, if I started like a Reddit account or something and posted those rewrites and fan rights and whatever, and you'd be interested in checking them out, let me know, and maybe it can be done and you can check them out if you're interested. apart from Slender 2 and the other films that I said have been made, there are others in the making, which I'm very excited to work on. All I'll say about one of them is that we've got another sequel in there, and I'm very excited to do that one. And there's another horror being worked on as well, so there's a lot of stuff on the cards, which is a lot of fun, and it's not going anywhere. It's all being worked on, it's all being thought about, and something's being done about it every day. But as I said before, YouTube is just not that present in my life anymore. It's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, like vlogging and keeping updates on my life and things like that, and also sharing personal information. You know, it's just not really where I feel comfortable anymore. I very much like to keep certain information to myself, as I just you know, have too much anxiety that there are some people who would, I don't know, try to use it to attack me or something because they don't like me, and it's like, you know, if you don't like me, that's completely fine, but I just, I don't like to keep doors open to allowing more pain to come through, I guess. I'm just picturing myself editing this vlog right now and thinking, this is going to be so awkward and so all over the place because it's just a lot of word vomit because I've completely forgotten how to vlog or how to do any of this stuff or how to speak in this voice as if I'm speaking to a larger group of people, which I'm not saying there's a large group of people watching this or anything. It just means like I don't know who I'm speaking to at this moment, but that's why it feels so all over the place and so messy. And I'm also, you know, feeling like excitement for the fact that, oh my god, I'm doing a vlog after such a long time, but also feeling a lot of anxiety too in regards to what if, you know, who's going to see it, or who's going to say what about me, you know, because, you know, there are plenty of people who don't like me, so, like, if any of those people see this and they start thinking, oh, like, wow, he's gotten fat, or something like that, and it's like, yeah, you know, I've put on a lot of weight, and a lot of that's because of anxiety and overeating and finding comfort in snacks and foods as well. I'll admit that I do feel much more comfortable being a chubbier person than I did a skinny person. I feel more like a huggable person, I guess, than someone who's, like, you know, tough and strong or whatever. But hey, you know, I'm just, like, trying to do what makes me happy, and still trying to do a lot of things to look after myself and to be happy and everything. So it's a journey that everyone's going through, and it's a journey throughout your life as well. You're never going to come to a point where you feel complete and everything's okay, and now you just gotta be alive until you die. You're gonna go up and down constantly, and a lot of things are gonna go wrong, a lot of things are gonna go right, a lot of things are gonna go in ways that you never expected either. I mean, I've been thinking about that a lot recently, in the sense that I used to think, oh my god, I really want to be famous for superhero movies one day, and now at this point it's like I'd rather be a hermit writer kind of a person at this point. And yeah, you never know in what kind of ways your life can change, and you can change, and things that can happen. Regardless, this whole pandemic, this whole event that's gone on worldwide, it's a time where, you know, we all need some love and some support. Obviously, I'm just saying what everyone already knows, of course. But everyone's scared, and people are sick, and people are dying, and people are, and not just of COVID-19, people are, you know, dying of so many other causes as well, and their lives can be falling apart, or their mental health can be falling apart. So many different things can be happening, and you never truly know, but what's important is just the ability to be able to spread love as much as possible. And though I'm certainly like, yeah, okay, I want to look after myself and make sure that I know that I'm loved by me and by my family and by my friends, I just think that in a time like this, all differences for anyone that I've ever known, it's all put aside in that kind of sense, that I do hope that everyone out there, and of course, yeah, everyone out there, and people watching this, and everyone is okay. I mean, obviously I know some of you aren't, and I only want to send out some good vibes, some good thoughts, and best wishes to you, and hope that you are okay, and that or if you're not, you find a way to be okay, or you find some help, or you talk to someone, or you give yourself more self-care. You do what you can, you do what feels right, you do what you need to do for you. So basically, to anyone watching this, I hope you're okay. I want you to be okay. And doesn't matter who you are at all. If you ever want to contact me, you're more than welcome to. I'll never meet any of that with hostility or anything negative of the sort. It'll only ever be met with love and support and understanding. And I'm very easy to contact as well because I am not popular. So while I'm in a place where I'm very happy that I've properly looked at what makes me happy and really tackled learning to love myself and find something I like doing and be happy about spending my life doing that and being happy, and especially not being bothered by the fact that not everyone on earth knows me or likes me or anything like that. I think, you know, it's great, and I'm glad to be in this place, and I'm keen to see where it goes from there as well, because I've got a long way to go, of course, as we all do. Ultimately, and I'm sure like everyone else, I just want to be happy. We all want to be happy in the end. What's going to happen now going forward is I think I'm going to try and incorporate a bit more of my Lego Instagram account into my YouTube account a bit more. So I'd like to do more Lego related vlogs. For example, I'd like to, I don't know, give some kind of a tour as to what Lego's lurking around my room or my house, and go from there. Maybe do some short videos where I update what my favourite movies are, or a ranking of my favourite Star Wars movies. Of course, I love every Star Wars movie, I love all of Star Wars. But, you know, vlogs where you can just talk about that kind of stuff a bit more. And definitely similar videos like this where you could just put it on and listen to it, and you don't really need to watch it because not much is going on visually that's interesting, especially if it's just me. I mean, like, you don't want to look at that for however long. But more variety and less of this feeling that I used to get where it has to be funny and it has to be interesting and it has to be filled with whimsical or attempted whimsical edits and tedious quick cuts and things like that. Like, you know, it's only going to be what feels right, what feels like it should be there, and without much care as to who criticizes it, who doesn't like it, because, you know, people are going to hate it, people are going to love it, a lot of people are not going to care. Ultimately, it's time better spent doing what feels right for you, and doing what makes you happy, and being true to yourself and how you feel. So that's a very big vibe that I will hope to bring out more on this channel. It's not really it's not a very conventional JFCS Studios exclusive channel anymore. It's just the name of it, but ultimately it's just it's my YouTube channel where I'm gonna try to figure out a way to unload thoughts and feelings and hopefully go in a new and fun direction. Anyway, that didn't work. Anyway, gonna wrap it up now. Thank you for listening to this entire word vomit vlog. If you sat through the whole thing, I really appreciate it. Don't blame me if you didn't. But basically, at the end of the day, I hope you are well and looking after yourself, doing what you feel like you need to do, what feels right for you. Leave me a comment if you are interested in reading any other projects that I've been working on that could be posted on Reddit or something. Feel free to shoot me a message anytime. I'm easy to contact. Yeah, I just hope you're all okay. I want you to all be okay. And we're only spreading some good vibes and some positive energy out there. Oh, I feel like I sounded like a student speaker. I'd make a terrible student speaker. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Selfie stick. Subscribe.